Nice meeting you. You know what? Picking up this project is awesome, but my God, my hay fever is killing me. And it is late. It is quite late right now. It's like 1:15. Oh, look. It's basically 10:20 in the evening. But yeah, my hay fever is still going berserk, so I think I'm gonna struggle. But picking up from where we left off before with regards to the 32, man, I was just looking at the footage previously of what the car used to look like with all the old damage and stuff, and you know what, this is such a big upgrade from then. You know, it's so much better, so much cleaner. So you know, today I'm gonna really focus on getting this part shaped and that part there fixed up so I can carry on moving to another part of the body. That's the goal right now. I'm gonna be dedicated, hence why I'm going through the hay fever. The next stage right now, to be honest, I've put the headlight in. It looks pretty much the right shape. I just need to check a few more things over. If you notice over here, it's actually a little bit of like a bubble. It's quite nice. I need to make sure first, have I brought this out enough? And then I can start sanding in the curvature. So it's kind of crazy to look at this and see just how much extra I've already had to add on. There's a couple of areas I think, like down here, I need to add a little bit more. Just a few little spots that need to just be changed up. But yeah, I just thought it's a crazy little viewpoint seeing all of this. It's pretty much new. Yeah, ideally it would have been done in metal, but I don't have the skills or time and resources to do all of that right now. Definitely don't have the time to do it or when I have that waiting. So this is just a quick little fix up until that's done. This will get a full overhaul in the future, but not yet. I've been working on it in as much spare time as I can. So again, it's not a professional job. It's just a temporary measure to get the car looking half decent until I can do a restoration in the future. But a lot of the panels have actually gotten to the point where, you know, you can't really see that there was damage there before. And even just up here, you can't really see it anymore. This part's pretty much done. This is looking so good right now. A couple of the other bits that I've been working on is, you know, if you remember, there was a big rusty patch just over here. I'm using like a high build, it's like a filler primer that Halfords do, and if you apply it a little bit thick, it can basically create like a little ripple effect. But that's not the worst thing. I can always just sand that out. I've also done a little bit of work just over here. It's looking good. I'm very happy with the results. This section, there was the big rusty patch area here, which is pretty much gone now. You know, I'm really, you know, I'm so surprised that I've been able to achieve this in essence a fairly quick turnaround. You know, the amount of hours I've put into this isn't that many. It kind of just helps with, you know, having the right tools, having the right stuff already there, and having a bit of knowledge on bodywork and just trying to get the shaping right. What I'm doing right now is I've actually drawn a centimeter across, or down I should say, this entire thing. So it's getting a ruler and just marking a centimeter across from an angle. And then I've done the same on this side, but instead of just going crazy with it all, I've just put some tape over it so you can actually see everything. And yeah, so I've been going around each section and it's basically using one of these profile gauges and getting the profile, matching it up over here. And it's very minutely off in certain points, so I've just kind of added a little bit of a mark on which ones need a little bit of work. I need to redo these because with these later ones, I've actually scribbled in the area that needs to have the little bit of sanding done. And I'll get it all feeling a little bit more seamless. It's very warm right now in the UK, so I'm happy to get this done at this kind of environment and stuff, get mask on and just crack on with it. So let's go, because I don't want to waste any time with this car not being on the road during summer. And that's what it looks like after doing the little bit of sanding that I wanted. It was just this little area that needed a little bit more sanding. So now I'm just going to basically sand out just very gently with 400 grit these markings so that it's not permanent marker hidden behind primer and stuff that might affect painting and stuff later on. Don't really want to do that. So yeah, the car is pretty much there in terms of getting the bumper and lights back on. Should be great, because the bumper is the next big job that I have coming up. And it's been another few days, but the GTR is finally out of the garage. So I'm gonna give it a quick wash down right now, get rid of all of the dust and everything that's completely covering it right now. There's still bits and pieces that need to be done on the car, so it's obviously, again, it's not supposed to be perfect finish, but it looks really good to just have it outside. It's an R32.
What?
R32 Skyline.
Really? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Mind if I have a look?
Yeah, sure, no problem, man.
You don't see many about, you know.
Yeah,
You can't really tell until you see the back either. Yeah, these are the Godzilla ones, aren't they?
Yeah, the rear bumper's not on there at the moment. So
Fucking beautiful though, man.
you don't get the name giving it away.
No, it's really good nick, isn't it?
It's actually,
Bit of paint, but
yeah, that's what I've kind of been
no rust anywhere, is that?
It was like little bits and pieces of the bodywork that just weren't up to scratch.
Yeah.
So
Is it English or import though?
it's got a bit of a mixed history behind it.
Yeah.
So it's a Japanese import, but they all had to be.
Yeah, yeah.
But this one was brought in by a company
Yeah.
called Janspeed on behalf of Nissan, because they wanted to race this car in the UK.
Oh, since your retirement.
Yeah.
Get about.
Normally, we've been into these cars
Yeah.
when you could pick one of these up for like $3,000.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. This is just for leisure.
Yeah, and
Do you race it or does it go further than the drive? I thought it was a Sylvia at first, you know, a few times I've seen it.
the
And they're like,
13s and
yeah,
14s
nah.
looks a bit similar, yeah.
Nah, absolutely gorgeous.
Oh man, I'm glad you're a local guy as
Nah,
well.
nah.
You know, you can.
Nice chat,
See
mate.
that.
Thanks for letting me have a look.
It's all right,
Yeah.
no problem.
What's it? Absolutely gorgeous.
I know.
I don't tell you that.
The exhaust on it,
Yeah.
it's too quiet for me.
Really?
So,
I'm glad you let me come and have a nose.
no,
Thank
it's
you
all
very
right.
much.
These cars supposed to be enjoyed, man.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
How cool was that? Guy's name was Mark, and yeah, showed him around the GTR real quick. But I'm gonna keep getting rid of some of the sanding stuff, but it's always important to let people see the cars. So everyone, this is the state of the R32 right now, and you guys can probably think, what the hell has happened since the last part? Well, basically I've got some of the leftover blue paint from the 30, so I thought it would tidy the car up a little bit from looking like pretty much all these different shades of colors and stuff. So at the moment, it's just a very quick spray over of certain areas. It's not supposed to look like a full, nice, completed paint job or anything like that. It's just to get rid of it looking so obvious like this. So if the car drives past you at night, you wouldn't tell that it was all these different colors. At least this way it will look semi-discreet. Got some black satin paint that I'm gonna quickly go over this with to kind of be the base coat, and then the blue will go on top of that to kind of save a little bit of the blue paint. So everyone, I've kind of done some of the painting stuff and just the messing around, I guess I should say. But what I'm doing right now is actually trying to deal with these bumper mounts, because these are quite important, and as you can see, someone in the past has put a screw through them. I'm not sure exactly how they go on originally. I've actually not seen that part of an R32 GTR rear bumper before. So yeah, this is something new. Now what I'm gonna do is just what I'm doing is I've drilled a small hole into it instead I'm trying to do this really weird contraption that whoever's done this with before, where they've put a screw through into the plastic. So this way, I'm gonna loop in some cable ties and hopefully that will work. Here's where I'm at, everyone. I've got the cable ties interestingly matched up. So it's a good moment now to kind of get the bumper back into its correct position. So everyone, been able to get the bumper back on, and I'm gonna quickly apply some of this plastic bumper filler. Actually, for today, I'm not gonna apply this. I'm just gonna paint over the area because I'm sick and tired of not being able to drive the GTR. So let's go. So everyone, this is a quick situation. It's the hottest day in the UK pretty much at the moment, and the clutch on my GTI has decided to fail. Having the car in first gear, look, got no clutch whatsoever. Pretty interesting, that's all I'm gonna say. I'll catch up with you all in a bit. So everyone, this is where the GTR has ended up. I didn't even get to properly enjoy taking the car out after I'd done most of this bodywork, purely because as soon as I took it out, you guys saw what happened. So yeah, that was fun. My wife definitely does not enjoy the GTR drives as much now. She's a bit nervous about going in the future. But yeah, let me show you all what a little bit more of a close-up and stuff of the actual bodywork, and just kind of how things look, anything that I kind of have to think about going on from there. So let's go through that. So for example, this section here, I think majority of it's come out really nice. So probably, I think I just need to sand things a little bit of a finer grit for when I actually go to the next stage of any form of bodywork. Obviously the rubbers here have completely perished, so probably too concerned about that. That needs to kind of be dealt with in a different way. The actual shape of everything has really come out nice, and even just over here, you can see with the way it all looks, it's a bit dusty at the moment, but I think it's come out looking really good and clean. It's definitely a little bit dusty right now, but it's looking good. I'll get my phone torch out and have a quick look at that. A bit more detail. So I kind of like this color on the car. I'm not gonna lie, I think it really suits the car. The bumpers just had a quick little spray over just to get it from looking like such a sore point. So yeah, that's these sections here, and these just over here, they just look really nice, easy, pretty easy compared to the rest of the work that I had to do. So everyone, I think the next stage right now for me is gonna be fixing the clutch. So I've ordered a new clutch slave, which I think is the main culprit for no clutch, but we're actually on our way to SR Auto Bodies now because my brother has got a brand new clutch master cylinder as well, which we're going to pick up, as well as having a good look over the 33 as well today. So that's going to be nice. Would have liked to have taken this, but it's just not going to be, you know, ready in time, and with clutch bleeding and all these other stuff, it's just not the right time to take the car just like that. It's good, it's exciting. Whilst it's here, the car, the front end's already jacked up, so gonna be looking at jacking up the rear, and I'm gonna do the whole exhaust, coilovers, and fixing the clutch all at the same time. So it's gonna be a pretty intense moment with the car being in the garage here. So it's gonna be, it's basically gonna, this car's gonna leave this garage looking completely different from when it came in. So yeah, pretty excited. It looks good. I'm super happy with the way the car looks right now. Definitely an upgrade from what it looked like before. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this video there. I hope you all did enjoy it. If you think that I should change certain things of how I'm working on the car, or you know, just a couple of tips on, you know, fairly inexpensive ways of doing the bodywork to this, then leave it in the comments down below for me. But for now everyone, I will leave it there. Please subscribe to the channel to see the rest of this build, and you know, any ideas you think I should have towards the car, and ideally some paint choices. And I'm even thinking, should I go for like a very custom livery on it and, you know, go pretty wild and crazy with that. Everyone, we're gonna leave it there. Subscribe to the channel to continue watching the rest of this build as well as all the other builds going on, and give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and also if you want to give me some emotional encouragement, and yeah, any comments, leave them down below. But for now, everyone, I'll let YouTube suggest some other videos for you. Peace out. Bye.